Hello guys, welcome back to Living Life Fast. Today I'm really excited because obviously you can see by the thumbnail picture I'm actually going to be driving an M235i, and yeah, I've never got behind the wheel of one, so it's going to be cool like to get my first impressions. Obviously I daily drive an M3. I've drove it for probably 9 to 10 months now. Guys, this ain't going to be a super informative video. It's just going to be like a first impressions. I'm just going to simply take it for a drive. I'll be with my friend as well, so I can chat to him. He can talk about how it's been to drive it as well, to own it, should I say. So yeah, I'm outside his house. Let's go take a look, guys.
This is a Chucky Beat production.
So this is the BMW M235i. Like I said, it's finished in mineral grey, and it just looks literally like a baby M3. It's got the twin exhaust pipes, so one on each side. Hoping you guys can see properly because it's really bright out here. But yeah, it's got like it's almost got like a black chrome finish on the exhaust pipes. You got the M badge there next to the M to the 235i. Looks really nice. It honestly looks really nice, guys. It's not like, I know a lot of people say it's not quite an M car, but looking at it now you can see it's definitely an in-between car. It's not like a stock, you know, like when you see a normal diesel 3 series, you can see that this is like, you know, it's definitely a bit more special. You look at the wheels, you got I think they're finishing like a graphite or like a gunmetal grey to match the car. They look really nice. I think they must be like 18 inches, something like that. You got a little M badge here on the side as well, and you got like a grey finish on the mirrors as well. Personally, I really do like the look of this car, man. It's probably the prettiest BMW you can buy. It's not super aggressive looking like my M3, but it's really pretty. Like it's a nice car, man. It's definitely a nice car. I like these front lights. Look at them, man. They look so much better than my lights, I reckon. They look really sleek. I think if one thing that they were to sort on it, I would say like a facelift on the lights maybe. But apart from that, it's a really nice car. But let's take a little look inside, guys. So as you can see, it's you know, it's quite similar to my car. Obviously it's got the red leather interior. It's almost like, I don't know, I had a 335D that it was, I think it was called coral red. Not sure what the code will be on this car, but it's very familiar, very BMW. You know, it is quite annoying. Every BMW, this is literally like being in my M3. There's no difference. Obviously you've got the sliding armrest, unlike my car. The seats are cool, you know, they look really nice and sporty. This car is absolutely mint as well. The guy really does look after his car. Where's the key? It's the key here. No, it's not. Yeah, it's look, this central console is exactly the same as mine. I honestly can't wait to drive this car because just, yeah, the clutch feels a tiny bit lighter than my car, just slightly. But the gear stick is exactly the same as mine. You can see it's got a couple of different racing modes, or driving modes, should I say. Yeah, but it's just like being in my M3. There's no difference. I mean, like, he's got a silver trim on the door. It's got the red leather door cards. It's got Harman Kardon sounds. My car hasn't even got Harman Kardon. It's totally stopped my car. And yeah, we'll have a little chat with the owner and we'll see you know, what spec it is, what he's had done, and yeah, we'll go from there, guys. Yeah, guys, like I said before, you know, this is gonna be, you know, it's not really fair to compare it to my M3, but obviously it's like half the price of my car, so you know, we'll just see how it compares. You know, like I said, I daily drive the M3, so let's just see what it's like, man. So yeah, straight away, it just feels like I'm driving my car, man. It just feels a lot smaller than my car, although my car's not really that big anyway, but this is even smaller. I think this weighs 1455 kg if I'm correct. Yeah. It's got that, I don't know, my M3, when you pull off, it's not got as much lag. It may be my tune, but I know it's a bit silly. My dad's got a 320D, not 320D, 320i, and it's like it just pulls really long, like really long gears. Like you can feel this straight away. It's got that extra longness to the gears. Down here, you've got like a couple of different modes. So you've got Eco Pro, Sport, and you've got Sport Plus, and you've got MDM mode actually. It's honestly like being in my M3, but a smaller version. I mean, the central console is identical, it's just squashed up a little bit, it's a lot shorter, but I mean all the buttons here in the centre are the same, so yeah, I feel right at home driving this car right about now. Got an RS6 in front, let's have a little race of it.
This is how we gangsta walk. This is how the gangsters walk.
It's bloody quick, man. Like Golf R, definitely would give a Golf R trouble. I mean, 320 brake horsepower. Yeah, it's gonna definitely trouble a Golf R. It could possibly be quicker. The gears feel very long. Like my M3, when you push the throttle, there's a bit more of a you know, you get a bit more turbo boost. Like you feel the initial boost kick in. But in this car, it almost feels naturally aspirated. Sitting in the passenger seat of Simon's M240, obviously the video you see previously, it just felt so much more snappy. I mean, like I think it could be in like 6th gear and it would just go. Like it does go, but it just feels a tiny bit more lag. Obviously manual, we spoke about this, is clearly because of the manual gearbox. It's definitely not the softest car, you know, like I already said, it's definitely softer than my M3, but you can still feel it's fairly firm. Like the road noise, you know, isn't that loud, it's fairly quiet. It really does sound nice. Yeah, it actually is really quick. It's a really quick car. The gears feel really long, and you're only, I think the max RPM is about 7,000 and it just completely dies. But my car, the way it just gets to it, it's like it's at the end of the gear straight away. Like, and it don't matter what gear you're in, it just gets to the end of the gear. But this car feels like I'm driving a V8 or something. And you know, it's not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing. It's, you know, it shows that it's going to be a progressive drive. You know, you can probably balance on the throttle a lot better when cornering and stuff like that. A few people do say that this has actually got the same engine as the M2. I'm not sure if that's a fact, but the owner was telling me that yesterday, that this has actually got the same engine as the M2, which could possibly make sense why this car's got something forged inside rather than the 335i. I'm not gonna lie, this is the car that when people have commented or they've sent me messages, oh, what car should I choose, this is my most difficult car to answer to, because it's a very good car for your money. I mean, like, you can buy this car used for £21,000, and to me, you know, I'm not just some BMW fanboy, but like BMWs, they're the more driver focused cars. I mean, if you're after like a car that you can have fun in, this is the perfect entry-level car without fail. Or the M135i, I'd say, is the perfect entry-level car. Golf R is a brilliant car. It's definitely the best Volkswagen. It's definitely the best Golf R Volkswagen I've ever made. It's a step in the right direction. Way more driver involvement than previous gen. Anything Volkswagen, anything Audi. I mean, like, this is, yeah, it's for driver involvement and learning to become a great driver. This is the, you know, you've got to be looking at something more rear wheel drive, because when I say you become a better driver, I mean you're going to get into problems, you're going to spin out, you're going to nearly lose the back end. I mean, these are the things you've got to go through to understand driving a car. I mean, I'm not a great driver myself, but I mean, like, I've been in trouble. Like, I've spun my car out, I've wrote cars off, I've done all of the craziness because I drive traction off. Simon you see in the M240, he's basically a professional racing driver. He's not, but the guy's been go-karting, he's done loads of racing for years. So yeah, the guy's not like an average driver. He will get the full potential out of a car like this. Your average driver isn't going to get the full potential out of this M235i, which is what the problem is. But guys, look, enough of the talking. Let's take this car for a drive. So we'll put it in sport, so it's nice and comfort. Yeah, no trouble with traction, just fully puts it down. Third gear, it's just like I'm in a naturally aspirated car, man, honestly. It is kind of hard to even tell that, yeah, you've got a turbo, to be honest, and it's not a bad thing, it's quite cool. The gears are so long. Wow, it does really tuck into the corner. I mean, you're getting a seriously good experience. Like, you know, this is definitely like a step in the right direction if you're thinking of getting a, you know, like a seriously high performance car. This is definitely a, you know, a good car to start with. Probably could be even a little bit too much for some people, but I mean, 320 brake horsepower is still a lot of power, do you know what I mean? Definitely, like, can't be stupid with it. Turning circle is a little smaller, shorter than my car. I mean, it really is quick as well. It just seamlessly just walks and walks. Don't feel as steady as my car. Don't feel, yeah, it doesn't feel as stable. It feels definitely a little bit more wobbly on longer straights. Yeah, I am definitely getting a sense of connection with this car, man. Like, I really do feel like I'm driving the car, do you know what I mean? It's just like my M3, man. It's like you've got to work. You've really got to work. Thinking about gears, think about everything. Seems like it's got a shorter turning circle than my M3, but it doesn't feel as agile as mine, but that's obviously in comfort. Put it in sport, you feel the wheel does get, yeah, it feels a lot better in sport, you know, that it goes, yeah, a lot more direct, but still not as pinpoint as the M3. The M3 is just, I mean, it's super accurate, there's no play whatsoever. And I mean, an M135i, you can buy one for £16,000, like, the M3 is like, they're 37, 38 grand now. I mean, it's so how much is that? It's like, just call it double the money, it's double the price, do you know what I mean? And like, to be honest, so far I don't feel like it's not double the car, do you know what I mean? Like, this isn't half an M3, do you know what I mean? It's no M car, for a fact it's no M car, but I mean, it's close, it's definitely close, but it's missing that agility, is what it's missing, that pinpoint accuracy. I mean, like, obviously it's hard to get a get used to the car within the small amount of time I've got. So, you know, everything I'm saying, like, don't even take it as the truth, because you really do. Like my M3, I've had to drive it for like 9-10 months to be able to understand the car, do you know what I mean? Give a view yet, guys. I've got to drive it a bit longer, but I'm not saying I'm underwhelmed by it. I'm saying I'm underwhelmed. Like, I suppose I am slightly, because, like, guys, I drive an M3. It's got so much more power, so much more direct. So it's kind of hard for me to give my opinion, man. Like, but I can see if I was to jump out of the Golf R and jump into this would be like, yeah, I'd be able to give a better opinion. But trying to compare it to the Golf R would be a lot better, to be honest. Money, I don't think that it gets much better than this, to be honest. I mean, 320 brake horsepower, quarter mile 13 seconds, manual gearbox. You know, it's a fun, involving car. It's definitely, you know, yeah, it definitely is a baby M3. Just like I said, it really is a baby M3. Do you know what I mean? If you want to, like I said already, if you want to start learning how to drive cars properly, getting used to the rear end, this is definitely the car to choose. Even maybe the M135i. It'd be interesting to see what the M135i is like compared to this. So yeah, I'll try to get into one of them soon. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Oh, listen, we were getting away from that.
Getting away.
Hey, listen.